Hey, what's up, guys? This is Madame 81, and I'm coming back to you again. Um, I'm basically bringing you the interview with Lanita Carter. Journalist Jamaica Duncan did on CBS this morning. Lanita is the accuser that says R.Kelly assaulted her back in 2003. To be honest, a lot of people are just coming out and speaking out. I will hold my opinion to the end of the clip. So
Carter is the woman identified in the indictment as LC, R.Kelly's hairdresser. She was 24 years old at the time of the alleged sexual assault. We want to warn you, some of the details she reveals are very disturbing.
I'm not ashamed of my past anymore. I'm not ashamed of what naysayers say.
Lanita Carter says she braided R.Kelly's hair for more than a year, but saw him as more than just a client. She also considered him like an older brother. She even stood up for the singer when he was arrested on child pornography charges in 2002.
2 words, perfect Jimmy. I would tell people, pray for him. Pray for him. I do his hair. He is nothing like what they say.
He had never propositioned you or asked you to do anything sexual before, but then this particular day, what happened?
February 18, 2003, I get a phone call to come down and do his hair. When he came to the room and he asked me for that head massage, and I told him I didn't do massages, I laughed it off. And I didn't know he was for real. If I could change that day, I wouldn't have been there. He pulled my braid down by him, and he said, suck it for daddy, suck it for daddy. And I said, no, and I did like this, and he just started going. He did like six times.
Carter says Kelly stopped only after someone knocked on the door.
He didn't open the door right away. He said, fix your face. Fix your face. I knew that'd be my last day there. And I get to the bathroom, I grabbed the wall, and it was a rose-colored towel. And I wipe my face. I'm not dressed no type of way. I look at myself in the mirror like, I'm not a beauty queen. I didn't perceive myself to be nothing more than just his hair braider. And I was thinking to myself, like, why did this happen to me?
You called the police the day that this happened?
The exact day. They asked for my clothing. And I gave them my favorite Tommy Hilfiger shirt. And that's where they found DNA evidence.
DNA evidence from R.Kelly on your shirt.
Semen.
At the time, charges were not filed in Carter's case. Shauna Bolliker, who was then the lead sex crimes prosecutor, has not responded to our multiple requests for comment.
Celebrities are powerful. Celebrities have support systems. I have no support system outside of my immediate family.
10 months after the incident, Carter signed a $650,000 settlement in which Kelly denied any wrongdoing, and Carter agreed to keep quiet. In 2009, Kelly released a song about having sex with a woman who braids his hair.
That was one of the hairstyles that I was known for doing that I never did on him. We were on the L-shaped couch when the incident happened.
That song led to another confidential settlement, this time for $100,000. Kelly again denied any wrongful conduct, but agreed to never perform the song or include it in future albums. In January, following the uproar sparked by the Lifetime docuseries Surviving R. Kelly, Carter responded to a plea by the current Cook County State Attorney Kimberly Fox for victims to call her office.
We need actual witnesses and victims
to have the courage to tell their stories?
I would be going on with my day. You turn on the news. Here's another R. Kelly victim. Another R. Kelly victim. Another R. Kelly victim. And you just want to be there for them.
Did you see the interview that R. Kelly did with Gayle King, in which he denied ever sexually assaulting a woman, ever sexually assaulting anyone underage?
Yes, I saw it.
I'm fighting for my life. Y'all killing me with this.
What did you think when you were watching that?
Felt like it should be a crime to publicly tell a story that he able to get on television and lie.
Did seeing that interview embolden you to want to speak even more?
Yes. It's actually the reason that I'm here.
Kelly's defense attorney, Steve Greenberg, told CBS this morning these allegations were fully investigated by the police and prosecutors, and a decision was made after evaluating all of the evidence not to bring any charges.
I know that I love myself today. I know that I don't care what anybody say about me.
Do you feel like this is a moment for you where you get to tell your truth and people will listen?
This is a release. I've been carrying this since 2003. I don't want to be in the public, but this is my life. If I die tomorrow, I know that I told the truth.
We interviewed Carter the day after her attorney, Michael Avenatti, was charged with embezzlement, extortion, and other federal crimes. He continues to represent her. The Cook County State's attorney declined to speak about Carter's claim, citing department policy against commenting on open that she wants to talk about. That she hopes she'll be able to talk about when there's a trial.
As you said, it was disturbing. It was actually stomach turning to hear the detail. The spitting, all of it was just very disturbing. But you also said in the piece that she signed an agreement not to speak. How was she able to speak now? Is she just disregarding that?
She's disregarding that agreement, and again, it's a process for her. She heard the call from the state attorney.
Yeah.
She saw the interview that you did with R.Kelly, and she said, you know what? He gets to talk about what he says is his truth. I'm going to speak out.
Yeah. A lot of people are glad she's telling her truth too.
And you hear one thing time and time.
Okay, you guys. So as you heard, Lanita Carter, she came out. She did get 2 settlements. One for $650,000, and then another one for $100,000, which totals up to $750,000. And it was just something that was eating her up. The question that I would have is, why wouldn't the prosecutors, if they have DNA evidence, and you hear a lot of times in crime cases and criminal cases and things like that, that DNA evidence is what closed the case. DNA evidence is what linked not the accuser, but the person that's charged to the crime. Now, my question would be, why didn't this work in her case? And there's a lot of victims out there, which kind of makes you wonder, their voices are not being heard. I'm not too sure about it. I just saw it and thought that I would share it. But definitely it's worth something looking into. And also, if possible, to question the prosecutor at the time. Why didn't she find that it was sufficient evidence to prosecute R. Kelly at that time? Like Lanita Carter said, she doesn't have support. Obviously, R. Kelly, he is a super mega star and known around the world. So it kind of helps. And it's not only in, just in the music industry. You hear about stories all the time where people, athletes, any type of professional sport or in business, they have so much pull and they have so much power that the actual victims, it gets lost in just nothing, because it's their word against theirs, and who's going to take the word of a person. A lot of people, not everyone, but a lot of people tend to feel as though, well, he's a megastar. He can have any women that he wants and this, that, and the third. Yeah, that may be true to a degree, but at the same time, that does not and should not speak for a person's content and their character. Yeah, so what, you bought his CDs? Yeah, so what, you went to his shows and you bought items, with his name, his face, and his brand on there. But why should that stop you for having, compassion for a person that says that they are a victim? And I think a lot of the times, the victims just fall by the sidelines, and it's truly terrible, and it's truly heartbreaking. Not to say that there are some people out here in this world that will take the banner of, being a victim and this, that, and the third, and they have lied. It has happened. It has happened to multiple famous people, people with that's shown in high respect or is known and things like that. And that's where I think it becomes the problem, because you have people out here that are actually victims and they're trying to get their story across. And some people might take it as, since she took these 2 settlements, she's just coming out, she's clout chasing and this, that, and the third. But you have to understand, there's levels that varies with people that have been abused, that for people that have been assaulted. A lot of the times, it's not about the money. It's not about the money. But in a lot of situations, people have, that's the only thing that they could strike back against. If I could say that, it's the only thing that they could, use as, some type of vindication for them. It's not always about the money. It's not always about the fame or getting your name out there or being known. And for other people that accuse people and falsely accuse people, it's more so, yeah, they do want the money, they do want the recognition, they do want the clout. The problem is differentiating between the two. Not only listen to what the person, the accuser, is saying, but understand, do your due diligence and look through it. Now, if you want to take the accuser's side, I would suggest that you look through it and you follow what happened. Follow the timeline, follow the story. She seems very accurate. She seems very specific to me. Myself, I would have to do a little bit more looking into it. I'm not sure, but it's just the way that it goes. And she's not the only one. There's plenty of people in high places that have done unspeakable things, unspeakable acts, unspeakable crimes, and they've never been brought to justice. Yeah, some of them have been brought to justice monetarily, just a settlement or an NDA or whatever the case is, but that does not make them innocent. That does not make them innocent at all. So I would love to hear what you guys have to say. I would love for you to express your opinion in the comment section. Please do not forget to like and subscribe. And as soon as any information will be available, I will definitely put it up. Thank you guys for watching my video. I am humble and I am grateful. Until then, take care.